I just picked up a massive box of GameCube games with a little bit of extras from GameStop, and I want to talk about it here in this video. Because there's a little bit of an interesting story behind it. The other day, I was doom scrolling on my phone, and sometimes I'll go on GameStop's website to see if they have any interesting GameCube games on sale. Because if you don't know this, it's just a secret, don't tell anybody I told you this, but GameStop actually sells retro video games at a pretty good price. And specifically, I was looking at Star Fox Assault for the GameCube, which because of the recent rise in popularity of Star Fox, that game has shot up in price to go for upwards of $150 on eBay. GameStop, on the other hand, is selling it for $30. And the other day I clicked on the page for Star Fox Assault and saw that it was in stock at one of my local GameStops. I immediately placed an order for pickup and started driving to the GameStop that was about 20 minutes away. And then I got a notification on the way there that they canceled my order, which was kind of a bummer. Was super excited to get this game. I recently emulated it for my video where I played every single Star Fox game ever made. That video didn't do very well, so after you watch this video, go watch that one. But yeah, so I was really excited to pick up that game and add it to the collection. I was not looking to resell it. I just wanted it to have. And yeah, once I got to the GameStop, I asked the guy about it. He said, yeah, I couldn't find it. I don't know why it was in the system. Whether that guy took the game for himself to keep or to sell, don't really blame him if he did, because GameStop employees don't make a whole lot of money, so if he took advantage of that, hey, good for him. But what I saw there was a beautiful sight to behold, and he was literally inventorying them to add to the shelf a massive stack of GameCube games. I think I was hearing like the angels sing, like the because I absolutely love the GameCube. It is my favorite system of all time, but unfortunately it is the most expensive console to collect for. And bringing it back to GameStop, this is why I love GameStop. A lot of their games are pretty cheap. They sell them at pretty good prices, and I took advantage of that and bought a lot of them. We might as well start off on the topic of Star Fox. I bought Star Fox Adventures for $30. Now this one has also shot up in price because of the Star Fox popularity, resurgence, whatever you want to call it, and goes on eBay complete in box for $65. So I was still pretty excited to pick this up because this is a good price for the game, although I would have been a little bit more excited to get Star Fox Assault, not really because of the price, but because I already have Star Fox Adventures. The reason why I picked this up is because my copy, if you see, whoever owned this before somehow got it water damaged, and the art is all wrinkled and it's kind of gross. I was trying to show y'all, but you can't see it, but the disc, very unfortunately, has a lot of scratches on it. It played fine, I beat the whole game, but I was just not very happy with the condition of it, and I kind of figured I would just kind of be stuck with it forever because I was not going to pay $65 for a better copy. Luckily, GameStop sold me a clean copy for 30 bucks. I can easily sell this for 30 bucks, if not more, and make some money off of it. So I was very happy to pick this up. I like my games to be in good condition, and now I have a beautiful, complete in-box copy of Star Fox Adventures. That was an easy purchase. And I better speed up with the rest of these games, or this video is gonna take forever. The next one I'll talk about is Lord of the Rings: Return of the King. Again, just because this game is in just great condition. Case, manual, disc. The disc looks great. While I'm looking through these stacks of games, I asked the guy, I'm like, where'd these all come from? Like, did they ship these to you? He said, no, somebody came in and just traded them all in. There was so many games that he was sifting through and going through. I don't know why somebody on a whim, random week of 2026, traded in all these games, but he did. And I thank him for it because he took care of his games pretty well. So it was just hard to pass up anything that looked interesting that was in good condition. They sold this for $13. It price charts for $23. So saved the whole $10 to get a complete copy. It was just like, it was hard to resist. So you'll start to see why I bought so many of these. And it was honestly quite difficult to turn some down. Just like NBA Street, for example, this was $13. I also have this game already, but I just could not resist buying this for 13 bucks. Because I plan to see this one versus the one I have, which one's in better condition, and probably just get rid of the other one. So it was kind of cool that I had this like condition upgrade option here shopping at this GameStop, and potentially be a scumbag reseller and make some money back. I don't know. We'll see what we end up doing. But yeah, I bought it for $13. Price charts for $23. Saved 10 bucks. Another no-brainer pickup. Next one I'm gonna talk about is Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. Sold it to me for $20. It price charts for $35. So saved $15 by buying it at GameStop. Again, beautiful condition, complete in box. I just could not believe that they had all of these games in there. I'm still in shock, even though I have the games now in my possession. This is one I probably would have never paid $35 for. It's one I've honestly never even seen in a store anywhere. I really don't know how it relates to Baldur's Gate 3, if it plays the same, if it's different. I still have never played Baldur's Gate 3 either, so maybe I'll try this out, see how I like it, see how it compares to the third one. It's also two-player co-op, which is kind of cool. And I guess it plays like Dungeons and Dragons where you like make decisions and roll dice and stuff. And it even has the registration card. I mean, come on. I was looking through the manual. It didn't really give me a great indication on how the combat works, but still cool. It's all in color. Maybe it'll come in handy if I ever actually play the game. With the announcement from Sony that physical media is going away, like that's why this stuff is so cool. It can be on a shelf. A buddy can say, Baldur's Gate? They put that on the GameCube? Like, yeah, dude, let's play it. Like, come on, how awesome is that? Next, we'll go over Sonic Gems Collection. Bought it for $36. It price charts complete in box for $52. This is another one I already had, but my copy doesn't have a manual. This copy has a manual. What's even in the manual for Sonic Gems Collection? Does it have, like, I'm curious if it has the instructions for all the games. Yeah, it does. Yeah, like there's Sonic Fighters, Sonic CD. Yeah, it literally has different directions for all the different games. It's in black and white, which is kind of a bummer, but pretty cool. Oh, it's got an ad for Sonic Rush on the back. I love this stuff, man. This is so cool. Shout out to GameStop and shout out to that guy that traded the stuff in. I hope they paid him well. I doubt they did. He probably got a good chunk of change for the sheer amount of stuff he traded in, but I don't know, he would have been way better off selling that on Facebook Marketplace. But yeah, I'm gonna keep the one complete in box, sell the one without the manual, get my money back. Another easy purchase. And on the topic of Sonic, I also picked up the Sonic Mega Collection. If you're not familiar, both of these are just collection of old school Sonic games you can play on your GameCube. I just think that's cool. This is one I'd been wanting that I didn't have. 19 bucks was a good price. Easy deal, done deal. While I was in the store, I was like sorting by like maybes and definites. Both of these immediately went to the definite. And these were some maybes that I ultimately picked up because the prices were so good. Star Wars Rebel Strike, Star Wars Rogue Leader, and Star Wars Bounty Hunter. I'm not a big Star Wars guy. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Don't crucify me. But the games look interesting. 13 bucks, 10, and 15. They were all good prices. Figure I can give them a try. And if I don't like them, out to Facebook Marketplace or somewhere, I can easily get my money back. They're all complete in box. They all have discs in good condition. There was just too many no-brainers. Just like, yes, absolutely, I am picking these up. Next up, we'll go with SSX Tricky and SSX 3. 13 bucks, well, 20 bucks and 13 bucks. I don't know if this game is supposed to look like this. It looks like it's almost a little sun faded, but it has the manual. As you can see, the manual is very bright and the, the case is not. I have this game at my parents' house, but I think I lost the manual, so I kind of bought this just to get the manual. If you've never played this, this is a badass game. Quick story behind it. We had a babysitter coming over and my parents told the babysitter to go pick us up a video game from Blockbuster. The babysitter asked, like, what do you want? I said, I just don't want a skateboarding game. And she comes back with this and says, well, technically it's not a skateboarding game, so this is what I got. It's like, snowboarding, skateboarding, it kind of falls into the same category, lady. But we played it, and we loved it, and eventually I got it for Christmas or something later down the road. This game's sick. And I've never actually played SSX 3, so yeah, for 13 bucks to play another game in a series that I really enjoyed, like, again, it was just a no-brainer. Like, of course I'm gonna buy it. Like, while I'm sifting through all these, I'm kind of thinking, like, man, this is gonna be a lot of money, but it's like, if they're games I was gonna buy eventually anyway, well, why not just get them? Why not? I'm alive now. I'm just gonna buy them. Street Hoops for 8 bucks, complete in box. I don't know anything about this game, but I just love the street games. I don't know if this plays like NBA Street or if it's any good or anything about it, but it was $8. Again, the category of this was just, it was a no-brainer. Just like this for $7. Like, I don't know anything about this. Is this game good? I don't know. I guess it doesn't have the manual, unfortunately, but I feel like I could get more than $7 for this if I don't like it. So I bought it. Sphinx and the Cursed Money. Do you know anything about this game? I said money, not the cursed money. It did cost money, but the cursed mummy. If you know anything about this game, let me know. Maybe I'll check it out at some point. I don't know. We'll see about that. I got a lot of other things to play right now. Like, this is one I definitely want to check out. Spawn Armageddon. Play as Spawn. Like any superhero type games, like, sign me up. I'm in. Don't know anything about it. Never even heard about it. But now I get to play it. Thanks to GameStop for 33 bucks. Price charts for 50. Can easily get my money back if I don't like it. Another no-brainer buy. This one might not have been a no-brainer. Superman Shadow of Apocalypse. Again, superhero game. Just sounded cool. I didn't even know this existed either. Like, that's part of the reason why I love going to retro video game stores, is when you find games you never even knew existed, and especially GameStop where you can buy them for $13. Just had to do it. I just had to do it. Just like I was very excited to pick up every Super Monkey Ball game. Super Monkey 2, Super Monkey Ball 1, and Super Monkey Ball Adventures. Unfortunately, 1 and 2 are player's choice, which I don't love, but they're in good condition, complete in box, discs are in good shape. I think I actually sold this to GameStop as a kid back in the day, so at least I got it back. They probably paid me $2 for it. And I just paid them $29. Whatever, at least I got it now. And I'd never played the other Monkey Ball games. I don't know if they're better or worse. I just know I loved this game a lot, so no brainer. That's all I gotta say, it was a no-brainer. They also had all the TAC games. Like, I mostly bought these because I figure I kind of want to check them out. And if I don't like them, like I could sell them all together, like in a lot, and get the money back pretty easily. 10 bucks, 10 bucks, 15 bucks. Cheap GameCube games. 2 words together you almost never hear. Just had to do it, all complete in box, all good condition. Just like TMNT. I don't know anything about this game. No manual, unfortunately, but $13. What do you want me to do? Now these two looked pretty interesting. I actually had like kind of heard of these, but not really. True Crime, LA and New York. I think they're like GTA clones. For 10 bucks and 18 bucks, both complete in box and good condition. I'd like to check these out. Kind of cool to play rated M, like Grand Theft Auto style games on a GameCube. Kind of feels wrong, but also feels right at the same time. Just like Turok Evolution, fight some freaking dinosaurs for $15. Complete in box. You know the drill. Is this game good? I don't know. Like, I really want to know in the comments, like, if you've played any of these games, or if any of these games you think suck, like, tell me. I want to know. Because even if they suck, I still think it's kind of cool to own them. Now, typically, I would not pick up wrestling games, but I'd heard of these before, Day of Reckoning 1 and 2, and these prices were just, again, too good to pass up. I guess both of these have, like, pretty good character creation and, like, stories that you play. I don't know. I just feel like it'd be really cool to play through them. I've heard a lot of good stuff about these. No-brainer, I guess. Is that a no-brainer? I don't know. To me, it was a no-brainer. Or maybe I just had no brain while I was in here buying these. All right, let's get through this. Zatch Bell Mamoto battles. I don't know anything about this. It just looks cool. That's it. Complete in box. What do you want from me? And the last GameCube one, ZooCube. Puzzled. ZooCube. I don't know anything about this. It looks weird. I love weird games, so I bought it. And that was all the GameCube games. We're not done yet though, because they had some other really cool stuff. I finally had to just be like, all right, I gotta stop, or I am not gonna be able to feed my family this month. Just not really. That's a joke. I would never do that. Maybe. Because they also had a lot of very clean and complete in-box Wii games. Again, like, I just grabbed 3 that looked very interesting that I had on my want list. One of them being the Ultimate Shooting Collection. This is a collection of shoot 'em ups, I think. And I heard RNG Gamer talk about this game, that it's like a hidden gem. It's another one I had just never ever seen ever anywhere. So for $25, I keep reading this price. I paid this price, but like with taxes, I probably paid this price. So I'm just gonna read this price. For $25, I just had to. Great condition, very cool one to have in my Wii collection. Okami, I don't know a whole lot about this. I've just heard good things about it. Apparently, according to Play, it's a 9.5 out of 10. But yeah, Capcom game, complete in box, $10. Yeah, next question. And then finally, House of the Dead 2 and 3. I actually recently bought House of the Dead 1 and then learned this one existed. And so I had to have both, even though I haven't played the first one yet. But it's a light gun game, like, you know, point and shoot while your character moves around. To me, that's just a matchmaking heaven on the Wii. I've been really getting into horror games, so the more horror games I own, the more the merrier. Again, no brainer, had to do it. And these last two are probably the most wild things I've ever found in a GameStop ever. The first one, I saw this, whoop, I don't want to spoil it. I saw this sitting here, Metroid Prime Trilogy. And I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. They have Metroid Prime Trilogy, but it looks like it's in some sort of like third-party case or something, because it doesn't look like a Wii case. And I was correct that this is not a regular Wii case, because it's the Steelbook with a slipcover for 80 bucks. Now, that might seem like a lot of money for a Wii game, but this game goes for $120. Again, with GameStop, if you order this off the website, like Metroid Prime Trilogy, if you see it and order it, they will most likely just send you the disc. But they don't care that it's this collector steelbook with the slipcover. They still charge $80. And this thing is so cool. This is like one of those things I always kind of wanted, but never thought I'd actually have. It has some rust on it. I live in a very humid climate, so that's not very surprising. That's why I'm sweating. That's why my fan is running in the background. But God, man, the game's in perfect shape. The manual has like a tear on it, but whatever, man. To have the steelbook copy of this game, there was no world I was leaving the store without this. It does have a dent on it. You can see, I don't care. This is so freaking cool. Never, ever, ever, ever thought I would have this, and here we go, we have it. I'm not gonna go dig it out, but I actually have the non-steelbook copy of this, so I might just sell the non-steelbook one and keep this one. I can sell the other one probably for the price I paid for this one, and essentially get this for free. Physical media is badass. Screw you, Sony, for getting rid of it. Because this stuff is awesome. And finally, the last game I will be going over is The Punisher. Completely out of left field. I just saw this sitting here, and I just kind of thought in my head, isn't that an expensive game? And if you look it up, yeah, complete in box, this goes for $70. I bought it for $26.59. I don't know why they have this so cheap. Even just the disc itself goes for $40. There's no manual and it's in a Blockbuster case, but I can just put the art in a regular Xbox case if I want and at least have the art and game. And this actually plays on the Xbox 360. So I think I'm gonna play it at some point and see how it is, because I've heard good stuff about it. But like, God, it was just so, like, it was just so much fun going through all that stuff. I don't have a whole lot of good game stores in my area. And even if I did, most game stores, like, their prices are so jacked up. I would have never bought that many games from a game store. Like, the fact that they were so cheap, I can sell some of them, get some money back, you know, kind of upgrade some of mine condition wise and not having to spend money on them. Like, it was just so freaking cool. Like, just shout out to GameStop. I've said it 100 times in a bunch of videos. They're a silly company. They do silly things. Like, the guy said, oh, you want to get warranty on some of your games? Like, it'll really help out my store. And like, he went through the trouble of putting them all in alphabetical order for me. He had to go get the games out of his drawer, like, for all the work that he did. If for whatever reason it helps his store to tip him essentially $2 for a warranty on one of the games, like, I did it. But like, that's just so freaking weird that they get so obsessive over the warranties. But whatever. All that aside, just super cool to have all this stuff. Gonna play some of them. Gonna probably sell some of them. We'll see. And I haven't done the math yet, but this is what I paid. This is what they're worth. I've kind of loosely done the math, so I know value-wise it was a bit of a come up again, which is why it was so hard to resist to buy all this stuff. We'll see what I end up doing with them. I'm just really excited to play some of this stuff. Just really excited for the condition upgrades and that steelbook, man. Like, what a just wild find. Game collecting doesn't have to be dead just because Sony is doing away with new games. There are so many awesome games out there to go find and hunt down and collect and trade and sell and buy and do all the cool stuff you can do with physical media. I love physical media. Even if I eventually like do the whole downsizing thing like you see a lot of people do, I will forever hold on to physical games in some capacity. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, it's been really hard for me to make like my typical videos just with life changes and having a child and everything. So just been kind of making videos here and there while I can. So if you've stuck with me this long, I really appreciate it. Again, like, please hit me up in the comments. Let me know if you've played any of these games. Love chatting people up. And yeah, otherwise, I got some GameCube games I gotta go play, so I guess I better go. So if you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, click buttons, all that good stuff. ZooCube out.